Helping veterans whilst having a cuppa is the concept of this new cafe in Gosport. It is being run by the First Light Trust, a charity that aims to get former servicemen back on their feet.
The charity itself was set up to rehabilitate veterans of the armed forces and the blue light service back into their community. And through a whole series of circumstances, it became very, very obvious to us that there was a desperate need for a portal on the street, because the veterans that we look after, who basically tend to be have medical problems or mental problems, drugs, alcohol, basically are on the street. Don't know where to go to get help. From that then came the whole idea about having an informal drop-in cafe. And the reason for that is that it's a wonderful place to meet. It gives an alternative to the pub. It means that it's a place that both the local community can come into and veterans can come into. It's very low key, it's quite reassuring. We have bric-a-brac, army surplus, you can see behind me, and a whole lot of other stuff, which means that, we also, and this again is really important, we also lock into local families, because again, it's trying to find the people who don't know where to go and in fact probably have just given up trying to get any assistance. By having donations and by being a charity shop in inverted commas, it means that local families will come in and bring goods in, and over a period of time we end up creating a trust. Talk to people, we spend time talking to people, we take time connecting with people, and then we suddenly discover that X, Y and Z's relation, brother, uncle, Tom Cobley and all, suddenly has a problem. That community-based approach is really, really important. You can treat people the best way you can, and you can send them away to get treated, as happens with people like for combat stress or band of brothers or all that sort of thing. You get great skill sets, but you still have to come back into your own community. And nothing has changed in that community. You might have done, but the community hasn't. And unless you've got that support system to help both yourself and the community work together, you're almost worse off than when you went away.
The cafe opens from Monday to Saturday, and it is already seeing regular customers.
I love it. It's a place where I can come in and feel at home straight away. The staff are so friendly. Kim, Grace, Ria, they're absolutely lovely ladies, make gorgeous coffee. My husband was serving on HMS Sheffield. He'd been on a 6-month deployment. The ship arrived in Gibraltar, and from then it was turned down south to go to the Falklands War of '82. Sadly, my husband was killed. But the Shiny Chef family are one in a million. Very supportive.
We don't put people through to get the numbers on the table, or the numbers in the till rather. It's very laid back. So sometimes we have people come in for 6 hours and they just want to be there. Okay, they drink a lot of tea. We hope there is some books, but they can do that. So for them that's really important. Others come in, and we've had them come in who will stand at the door and shake because they can't walk through a door because they have to be out in the open. So we would then go out and say, how can we help? And that's often very bad trauma, post-traumatic stress disorder. We've had a few of those whereby literally we've had to go out and say, right, okay, what do you want to do? And then we'll either walk with them, or when they've taken a deep breath, we'll take them through the cafe and up into a quiet place.
First Light Trust are hoping to create 30 hubs like this one in Gosport throughout the country.
What we want to do is to create such a great network of statutory services, third sector organisations, that unless a veteran chooses to do so, there is no way that he can't get that help that's associated. I don't want the charity to exist in 50 years' time, because we should have done our job properly. We won't have done our job properly if the organisation as it exists at the moment has to still exist, because our job is to create a network. Well, if we haven't done that, we certainly should have done that in 50 years' time. And we should have managed to get everybody to work together enough that actually it becomes the way to do things, not the exception.
Nicole Ris, for That's TV.